Okay, so I'm going to make this like as short and sweet as I can, because I know people have short attention spans, and by people I mean me. I am people. But okay, so Sunday. So last night, my roommate and I, we wanted to do a little sushi movie night, and so we found this place that's like Mexican-Japanese fusion sushi place. Hearing about how good it was, we were like, okay, let's try it. So we placed our orders around 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. I placed my order first, and this is over the phone. Shortly after, roommate calls, places her order. They let her know hers will be ready in 30 minutes, mine will be ready 30 to 45. And so it's like, okay, we go back to watching our show. 6 p.m., we decide to head out. The place is 15 minutes away. So we're just like, okay, 30 plus 15 is 45 minutes, it'll be ready. We'll just get there in time. And so we get there, we immediately give them our names. Food isn't ready, it's not a problem. We just wait, it's not an issue. So 6:30, my roommate gets her order, and keep in mind I had ordered before her, and it's like I only have 2 items as well. She got like a sushi roll and dessert, and I got like the appetizer and a sushi roll, whatever. So she gets her stuff at 6:30. Then she like decides to like go sit in the car, so there's not a whole bunch of people in the entryway. And it's also hot in there, and there's already too many people in the entryway probably. Anyway, so she's waiting in the car, and I'm just like waiting to get my like thing. I'm like, okay, it can't be too far behind because I had ordered before her. It's like in the same, you know, it should be on its way. So she's waiting in the car, and at 6:45 she texts me and she's like, what is happening? And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm in the front area. Anxiety is high because like more people have like at this point come into this area, and it's like no one is social distancing. I go step outside, I'm just like, my order's still not ready. Like they told us that the printer didn't print orders, and so everything was backed up, like kitchen was backed up. So again, I was just like, okay, it's fine, we'll wait. So everyone's receiving their order but me. And so around that 6:45 point, I was like, okay, let me step outside, because it's like it's hot in here, there's way too many people in here, everyone's waiting for their order. So I go outside, I come back in at 7. The woman like immediately sees me, makes eye contact, and just goes to like go see if my order is ready, because she already knows. And so I'm waiting in there. There are not as many people there, but then some more like start to come and go. The kitchen is sort of caught up. So there's people coming, and it's like they literally are waiting like 5, 10, 15 minutes are there, and then like leave. But it's still like a lot of people coming through in terms of like being seated, and it's just like it would be something if I were to get corona by trying to order to go. So that's fine. But finally, okay, it's 7, and I go back up to check to see if the order is ready. Still not ready. So I'm just sort of like, do I leave? Like I don't, like I want to eat sushi and I've waited this long already. So I'm just like, okay, we're gonna wait a little bit longer. So 7:15, finally get my order. And mind you, we got there at 6:15. My roommate got her food at like 6:30, and it would, however, 45 minutes had already passed since we had like first ordered, whatnot. So yeah, everything was backed up. But the fact that like everyone was getting their food before me, and I was just like, I have 2 things, and you have people having like full like family sized meals just like coming in, going back out. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. And I'm not one to get like super emotional, super like, like, so I'm just like, I was patient. I was like, okay. So at this point, at the end, I was like a little bit livid, because it's just like, okay, I waited like an hour for my food for like 2 food items, and this is like ridiculous. And y'all had like 2 hours to cook it, basically. So the woman comes back to me, gives me my food, and it's just like gives me the total. And I'm just like, I want my meal comped. And so she goes away, comes back. She's like, I can take 60% off the order. And I just felt majorly offended. I was like, what? No, I need like the whole meal. She was like, just take it. So I walk out, and I'm just like, okay, I finally have my food. We're gonna go do our movie night. Keep in mind, my roommate has been in the car, probably turning it like on again, off again, whatnot, because it is Arizona. Being in a car in this heat is dangerous. So I go to turn my car on, and it stutters out. My battery is dead. So my car has stalled out because we were waiting for the sushi. And so I go back inside, and I'm just like, okay, let me see if I can get somebody to like move their car, because I called my boyfriend. He's on the way to come and give me a jump, but I'm in between two cars. So I'm like, hey, would there be a way for y'all to like ask around your restaurant to see if somebody has like a Hyundai Kona, so that we can move this car so I can get a jump, because my car stalled out waiting for food. And they're just like, no, we can't do that. We don't have an intercom system. So, and it's like, okay, so you're not gonna even try. Okay, cool. And I didn't want to argue with him, whatever. I just left. I was like, fine. My boyfriend gets there, and he's like, we'll push the car. So we literally put the car in neutral. My roommate was steering, and we like pushed it as she was steering to my boyfriend's car. And I was, I cannot. So I'm just like, the sushi better be worth it. At this point, it was not worth it. I ate it. I was just like, I don't know if this was good sushi or not, because everything that I went through for it, it was not worth it. So I'm never going back there again, safe to say. And try not to be irked about it, going about my day. The day is good, my life is good, but that should never have happened. And I would hate if that happened to anybody else.